All right, let's switch this one. Okay, I thought you guys were CTs for a second. Never mind. Hold on, I need to disable true view. Okay. Yeah. You should be pushing. I don't know who number 9 is, but you should be pushing now. Where'd you stop in the middle of nowhere? Number 9. Egan. Damn, you're all blocking each other. Okay. Never mind. You're all blocking each other. You just need to go. You just need to move. That was dumb from you. You'd rather be just alive. You know? Peek, unpeek, go back. Here, there's 3 of you. Just group up and shoot them. Run them down. That's all. You don't need to wait. Okay. Withdraw. Oh, it appears we learned how to buy. So, Ethan doesn't have an AK. Bernie won't have enough. Egan will. AK and armor, that's it. Bastion, AK armor and the smoke. And Egan, AK armor, smoke and flash maybe. Right? Yep, that's it. I would have bought a smoke instead, Bastion. Like Ethan and Bernie in this case could have bought Mag 10s. Buying a Lille is fine, but because we don't have that much utility, I wouldn't be against the 2 of them or just one of them buying one Mag 10 so they keep utility, you know? And between a smoke and a flashpad, I prefer a smoke. I think it's more valuable. But yeah. It was good. Good job. Aye aye. Looked like you were gonna die, I'll be honest. Okay. This is not how you hold angles, especially pre-fire ones, okay? You're moving too shallow. Like, it is a tight angle, so you will have to not see the angle at times, but you do need to move farther, okay? Like, you need to take 2 steps to the left and 2 steps to the right, you know? You're doing like not even a step, okay? And you land exactly on his crosshair, okay? If I put his perspective now, if the game lets me, you almost died, okay? So the way you're holding angles is like that. You have 2 choices when you're holding an angle. Either you're in a pre-fire angle, just like this one, so you need to move farther. So 1 or 2 steps to the left, 1 or 2 steps to the right, and then you just go back and forth. Each time you do 2 steps to the side. Because the idea is you will not get the first bullet. That is acceptable, okay? What you want is to be able to, as soon as he gets his shot, you stop, and then you shoot back, okay? By that point, you will have your accuracy. 1, you won't be pre-fired as easily as it would have happened here. Not sure how he didn't kill you, honestly. Probably should have. So yeah, you'll just be able to kill him. You won't be pre-fired as easily, and you'll just have the upper hand on the other time you fight, right? Yeah, the bonus is you're a lot more mobile, so the chances of him missing are very high. Okay, at least that's the idea. If he gets a nice shot on you, he gets a nice shot on you. There's not much you can do about that. But yeah, so that's pre-fire angles. If the other option is an off angle, okay? So in here, an off angle would be something like this, okay? Where the contact is here, but you're far enough that you'll be able to spot him first, okay? He won't see you. You'll see him miles away because of how the contact is here, right? If you're, for example, in here, it's still an off angle, but not as big, you know? But to play long as a little kid, like all I do is just, you could do this, you can play on top of the car. Sometimes I even use this if I'm versus a ship by and I don't feel like taking that fight. Or I'm just here crouched. So I don't show myself to this guy that pushes in. And every 5 seconds or so I just take a look and see if anyone crossed, you know? Obviously don't do this if there's someone like Link right here, right? But yeah, that's it. You guys are taking cat now. Passion could have flashed short, but maybe it's not needed. Job Link. Okay, nice use of a little step there. Have a flash. Good job, Bernie. Nice, okay. Now we have 50 seconds. At this point, I would decide what to do, you know? Seems like you want to attack mid B because Passion Fruit is moving. And that's fine. Okay. If I was Pet, the only thing I'd do is, because he has that flash, I would have flashed over for you guys to move in, right? Because you don't have any. Good job. Nice shot by the CT. You were aware, but he just shot you in the face. Good job. Hey, that was good. Simple CS. Good job. Não, agora não. Tá quente, tá a ficar quente. Até podes baixar a intensidade aqui, não é preciso tanto tão alto. O quarto é pequeno, então. Okay. So, wait, that's weird. What the hell? They bought. But they bought like... Wasn't this round, it was on the next one. Okay, it was just a guy that bought too much. Two guys, really. Okay, never mind. That Deagle would have told me it was a force, but yeah. Okay. Where's the progression flashes? I like the flash over here. I guess someone must have flashed. Wait. Before I say something wrong, let me check. But It didn't look like you threw any flashes here. It really didn't look like it. We can check quickly though. Okay. Yeah, you just have dot flashes. Okay. This can go very wrong, okay? So there are 3 or 4 things I would change, okay? This was good overall, but number 1 is I think you should throw this flash first because it doesn't make any sound, okay? So as soon as you flash this one, you throw this off the wall flash, okay? Because it makes that little kink noise and they can dodge it, right? So Bernie threw this flash correctly, but doing this may cause whoever's on site to just dodge it, and this flash may not be as effective, basically. So I do think this one should be thrown first. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the progression flashes. There needs to be flashes coming here, because as you saw, this guy may not get blinded with these, depending on his position. And if he's back further, he may use these boxes as cover, so he won't be blind from these, or even this one. But these ones will be, okay? These will blind anyone in this line of sight. Okay, so you definitely should be throwing these. So that's number 2. Number 3 is if you're going a little slower, and because you also didn't smoke door, maybe you should, is you can use, instead of this flash, you could use a smoke that lands here off of the wall. That's how we did it before in CSGO, but there may be a smoke from back here or something that does the exact same thing. And this will allow you guys to do this safely. And as long as you have the flashes in place, and these, etc., you may also be able to throw a molly right here as one of the back guys. And this will allow you to progress this way, okay? Progressing this way is fine too, but because you don't have door smoked, you may be killed, okay? Regardless, even if you don't have the smoke, you should be coming this way. The first 3 guys should, then if Ethan's number 4, then he should go this way slowly, you know? But he should, like, at that point, these 3 should be already here, right? So like our 4th guy should just take it a little slower, that's all. So yeah, the flashes, the timing of the flashes, when you throw them. Maybe you should use a smoke and door or here, from back here, or backside, whatever. That should be good enough, honestly. But oh, you did smoke one door. Never mind. It was just after, so that's why it's a little worrisome. Yeah, because that smoke takes a little while to land, right? So yeah, that was good. Okay, now just keep in mind you have Bernie. So if I'm the CTs, I'd be yelling save, okay? But because I'm not, I can't. But your guys' job now is just to win the round effectively, right? So Bernie does not have a Molo. I thought he would. Egan does have a smoke and a flash, so he could re-smoke door or window. Probably door though. And then Bernie or Pat also has a smoke, and he could smoke door or window. So I would use these, right? I would just re-smoke that as soon as possible. Okay, you got a molly, good job. So you did have a Molotov. The demo lied to me. Okay. Good job. Yeah, they did good, they saved, that's fine. Just save with the 5 weapons and you're good. Great round. Weapons out. Weapons out, please. Weapons out. You don't know if they're coming. They could be idiots. Number 6 moves. Excellent, yeah, he knows. Okay. Good job. Good round. It was good. Simple CS, you know? Nothing fancy. But it works. Alright, this is the half buy. Full bonus. These guys are buying wrong. Okay, this should have a P250, an HE, and a Kevlar. Okay, so should this guy. So even this guy, you know, they bought wrong. So it's not as dangerous to you. It should be fucking dangerous anyway, though. They'd have Link. Just weapon out and just trade it with him. Okay, check your corners. You can't be shooting like that, man. That's all. Ethan, the only reason you killed that guy on Cat is just because he doesn't have armor, okay? You're running and gunning. Your crosshairs on the floor, pretty much. Actually, I'm gonna check if he has armor. But the way he died, he shouldn't have, or he was very low. Yeah, he didn't have armor. That's the only reason you killed him, okay? Your mechanics need to be clean, okay? The way you shoot needs to be surgeon precision almost, you know? So you shouldn't be moving unless you're crab walking or something. So yeah. Or you have an MP9 and you're super close to them, okay? That's the only exception. Then you can run and gun all you want. Yeah, you would. You just need to be more careful, Ethan. Like, you're versus half buy, number one. So you're versus a ship buy, right? So you need to learn to respect your opponent, okay? No, I don't mean respect as in you need to fear them, but you need to respect that they can very well kill you and you can throw around because of this, okay? So I would just take a little bit longer. Like these little fucking corners, you need to be checking them. Okay, you did this in the other review too. That you missed a corner. Usually it's not a big deal, but against these type of survives, this is where they play. So I would have taken an extra second and just made sure Bernie is with me, just in case something goes wrong. Or in this corner, but what if he pops out of the smoke or something? And to lower, it could happen. Just don't let that happen, you know? Minimize risks. That's what you should be looking to. So, okay, thank God that guy was asleep. And then look at where Bernie is. Look at what you just did. You killed this guy. You kept moving. And now you're on top of the Xbox. And you're peeking another guy. And you're 5-on-3. Again, you're versus half buy, my friend. Right? These guys should have Kevlar and a better pistol. If you guys make it to IM, they won't shoot as little as these guys will, okay? Respect your opponents. This starts from open. If you had waited like 3 or 5 seconds, Bernie would be with you. Maybe Link or Egan are with you already. There's no risk here, you know? Maybe you run out of bullets anyway. And this guy won't be able to kill you because you have Link, Egan, and Bernie right with you, you know? Everyone else is playing together, but you're not. This is bad, okay? Oh, but we won the round. You won the round this time, okay? Respect your opponents, that's all I'd say. Okay, now you're on a... Okay. This is where my way of calling is a little more unorthodox, okay? But the way I look at it is I'm winning 4-0, okay? The CTs are losing 0-4. This is their first full buy with full utility op everything, okay? What does this mean? This means they'll likely to play slower, right? Take map control, you play with their utility, etc. What would I do if I was Link? This round I would do something stupid if I had spawn, like rushing B or rushing long. Why? Well, number one, because of this, right? First full buy, they're going to be playing slowly anyway, right? If I have spawn for B, it's very unlikely that they would put a second guy on B in the beginning of the round. Oh, but they did. Honestly, I think this is because this is probably where he plays from the beginning. I don't know. But either way, the rush B would be totally fine against these two guys. Okay. So the second reason would be because our money is so high. Okay. So if I decide to make a risk like this and we lose and it doesn't work, that's fine. Why? Because we have money to back it up. And if we do lose, it's not going to be with five guys alive on the other team, so their money doesn't flow, right? So it's, they're going to be shit on money, right? Imagine if they win with one guy. Every single one of us can buy, everyone. And they're probably going to be playing with FAMASes, maybe MP9s, right? So it's a win in our favor anyway. And if you win next round, then you break them completely. So again, that's my way of viewing things. What Link's doing is not wrong. But I would definitely do it this round. Okay. You have a smoke? What is that? You're overthinking, cat. Okay, I don't know what we're doing. Link, you're doing all of this, but you still don't have cat even, okay? You may have gotten some people out of cat. You don't know that because you haven't been here, so you don't know that for sure. And you're doing a mid-game call that's long slow and an A split. That's fine, but this is open, and it's been open for a while, and this is about to be open soon. Is it unlikely that they push losing 0-4? Yes. But if you're gonna do this, you need to do it fast, okay? And to be honest, I wouldn't do anything like this yet, because they should have money for 2 ops, right? So I just play it simple. In mid round, just do an execute on A with everything. Smoke CT, smoke Avant-Garde, smoke Cat, flash pop, flash progression, mollies, and you're good. You progress and you're good. With 4 guys, Cat. You could even have someone drop CT or something. Can you go long? Yes, you can. Would you go contact? I don't think you should, honestly. Oh, maybe you didn't. Maybe you heard them and you knew they had a rifle or something. Maybe you knew where both ops were. If that's the case, good for you. Good play. But I wouldn't be doing it anyway. There's no need to take this risk. That's all. Why did we win 4 rounds in a row? Because we played it simple. Why did we lose this round? Because we tried to complicate things that shouldn't need to be complicated. I respect it, but you're not there yet, And there's no reason to. They're not outplaying you. You're not, Nothing outrageous happened. And because of this, they won with 4 guys. It's bad. What the fuck? Would he sleep? No. Okay, no good. Okay. You got flashed off the angle and you peek without a flash from a teammate. This is newbie shit, okay? But it's understandable. Just don't tell me you know, Egan, That's it. Um, oh, but this guy pushed. Yeah, well, he pushed. It's the wrong move, right? He shouldn't be doing that. But he did have a flash from a teammate. Oh, never mind. His teammate is flashing him. Yeah, it's just a dumb play. It worked. Okay. Yeah. You lose this round. That's the right question. Okay, Jesus Christ. Do we need that much? Ethan, careful of the smoke mid, man. It's not gonna last forever. Ah, my god. You just died from... How do you guys not know what the... Okay, whatever. Okay, why would you leave someone long though? What's the point? Doesn't really make much sense. I'd rather keep Bernie with you guys and have more number taking a bomb site. Okay, we decide to do a mid to B for some reason. Okay, what do we do in the mid to B? We get flashed in? No, we don't. We just contacted. So one of us could have died. And the Opper has been playing on A, right? On B. No, he's not there now, but there should be an up here, right? There isn't, but usually there is, okay? Around this side. So we should have flashed to get in. Even a flash off of this wall would have worked, you know? The smoke comes in, we should be able to molly, unless that isn't a thing anymore in the new Dust2. I think there should be. Yeah, we should be able to molly that. So, smoke a flash like this, or from a teammate, preferably, from far away. Then we mollo behind, right? We can have a guy here. And then when we want to do this, we have a flash here, then progression flashes. Okay? And the way we push is like this. If you look at Ethan, how did he push? So no flash to entry, no flash to progress. Look at Ethan. Boom, dead. If you molly this, I'm not saying it saves you the round. Probably won't, right? But it's the little things that you're not using that you should be, right? So out of this, what utility do we have that wasn't used? So Link's gonna use the smoke. He's not using the flash. Ethan also has 2 flashes. Egan also has 2 flashes. So we have more than enough flashes to come in, more than enough flashes to push, and more than enough flashes to keep pushing. And maybe once we get here, maybe you have an extra flash to go into the bomb site. Okay? But none of it was used. Why? We didn't use anything. Doesn't make sense. I'm gonna skip this round. And to be fair, that was you guys playing it simple. But you're not throwing the utility you should be, even when you're doing it simply, you know? Okay, you're going for a pick on B, that's fine. Uh-oh. Okay. This smoke is so weird, but it wasn't Ethan that got killed before. It was Bernie. So. Whenever opponents throw these kinds of smokes, Ethan, you should be suspicious, okay? Usually, when they want to smoke tunnel and just stay B, they usually smoke like this or closer, you know? But they smoke too deep not to do something with it, you know? It's just a weird smoke. Why else would they smoke that, you know? I'm not sure why you hesitated. Just keep opening up the angle. You needed a kill. You were 3 on 4. Don't go back. Go in, then go back, then go in, then go back. Just open the angle and try to do something. Get an upper. That's where you need to get picks, you know. We need you there. Okay. Bernie, you bought smoke, 2 flashes, and then deck 9. You're missing a Kevlar. You need a Kevlar. I wouldn't be surprised if you win this round. I don't know, I'll skip it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Honestly, with just a few fasters and 2 smokes, it went better than I imagined, you know? Okay. Okay, we got long. What do we do now? Okay, not sure what Ethan and Pat are doing on long. Okay. Good job. If they don't have long, they have to come short. Good job. Okay, we won the round now. All we need to do is wait. I still don't know why you kept 2 guys on long. Does it make sense? It could have cost you. Luckily, this Psychox guy was alone. Could go wrong, but go very wrong. But yeah, they should be pushing B, tunnels, mid. They will be doing something. You should not have your nades out, my friend. They will be pushing. And you have your knife. Man, this is suicidal, you know. Okay, again, why are we complicating? Why are we complicating, Link? You have long, you have cat. Why are you sending a guy down mid with 9 HP when they're down numbers and they will be aggressive to do this? Just get the smokes, man. Execute into the bomb site. They will lose. Okay? They will lose. It's a shame you have 2 guys in long, but they will just have to push, right? And one of them even has a Molotov that would have been handy for you. All we had to do is just push, right? Egan just flushes us in, throws the Molotov that Bernie has, he just drops him. We got this. Why is Egan playing like a fucking rifler again? Should have standed back. Where are you going, Egan? You're 5v4, Bernie. Chill out. Okay, you don't have cat, I probably would have gone long. You shouldn't stay here, you'll die. You're clueless, you need to wake up. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, number 6 is Link. Not sure why you're here completely alone. And Pat is on an angle that's only for uppers? What the fuck? Why? Where did Egan go? Thought it was you that was in there. How are you here, man? And you don't tell this guy, get the fuck off my angle. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Good round, Nick. I need to watch Pat. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Why are you here, man? What exactly are you gonna be doing here? You shouldn't be whatever. That's fine. Next. Good round. You still managed to complicate it, and you almost lost. Okay? Stop complicating the game. Ah, you were so low-key. Nice try, I guess. You know, I respect it. I could have gone very wrong, though, but I respect it. Okay. It's such a shame. Such a shame. I like it, but instead of trying to do it on your own, Egan, just drop your Molotov to Ethan and just hold the angle for him, you know? Sometimes that's the only thing you need. Shame you died. Yep. Okay, now you should have long open, Pat. You could. I would just run out long, honestly. I would have known that it wouldn't be anyone else. Okay, we're 3 on 4. How the fuck did Egan die? Just not Egan, Ethan. Jesus Christ, your names are the same. So, Egan dies in mid. We saw that. It was unfortunate, but whatever. It's on him. We're 4v4. It's up to you now. If you keep pushing and you die, you threw the round. If you go back and you stay alive, you probably made sure that the round doesn't get thrown, right? Who should play? So, Egan died here because of a guy that you know is here, and he fell back to CT. So you should know he's around in CT area, right? Passion did something in long and got a kill. Or no, not yet. So it's just the Egan thing. It's just the late. Or no, it is, yeah. So, yeah, Egan died. You know there's a guy in CT, that's what you're trying to do. Passion tried to get here, so he probably isn't going to be playing. These guys have 2 in the tunnel, and you're completely alone. What are the chances you find someone, this guy, with another guy? What are the chances you do, instead of a 1-on-1, you do a 1-on-2? And on a 4-on-4, remember how I said if you die here, you throw the round? Why would this be good? No, Pet has long and he doesn't know, but that's fine, that's knowledge. We have 1 minute to play. Why don't we wait for these guys to do something? Either they can do something on B together, even if it's a 2-on-2 at worst. You could play off of them. Or why don't you just group up with Pet and do something long? Or go cat together or something? Or wait for these guys to come to you and then you do a mid to B. Any of this is better than what you're doing. Any of it. Why? Why do you want the 1-on-2, man? Oh, but I didn't get a 1-on-2. No, but the potential was there. Now, these guys played together. They managed to get a kill. But instead of us being 4-on-3 now, or 3v3 if Pat didn't die, we died. Right? We're 3-on-2 now. Because Passion, apparently, Pat just decided it was a good idea to kill himself too. But, you know, you did the same thing, so it's not surprising. And keep in mind, they have B, right? You can't plant bombs in fucking mid or long. Can you? Others. Now they're forced to play aggressive because they have no choice. And they lost. You could have won this run. You really could have. Not just that one. A lot more, but yeah. Okay, let's watch CT for a second. Fuck pistol round next. Good round next. Jesus Christ, took a while. Okay, how many M4s do we have? Actually, I don't remember how much an M4 costs now. Ethan, you keep fucking buying a defuse kit. Why? That's the first thing you buy, man. You got how many kills? Didn't you get like 2 kills on the pistol? Because you have so much money, so I think so. It's taking you a while to decide. And you bought a FAMAS. What this? Oh my fucking god. How many kills did you get on CT pistol? None? Huh. That'd be funny. Okay, you got one. You didn't get that much, but why do I think you have more money than you probably should have? Because of the 100 armor. So helmet is only 350 for you. It's not 1,000, right? So that's why you have this. So you bought armor, or you bought helmet, just 350, and then you bought a kit. You would have had 3,600. That's enough for an M4, a smoke, and maybe a flash. Like I said, someone else buys the kit, not you, or whoever has the most buy, right? Oh, why do we have so many? Okay, I guess Pat and Egan can't buy. That's fine. But like Egan or Passion could have bought the kit, you know? One of them. It wouldn't be you. Okay, you can't show yourself to door. This is... You're gonna die if you do this, okay? And it needs to go in blue, not... okay. Did you throw a Molotov in fucking short? Are you serious? What the fuck? Why are you throwing a Molotov short, man? Hello? No, you're... What the fuck? Why are you smoking, man? Okay, we don't know how to play this too. Okay. Jesus Christ. And we're playing here with a fucking MP9? This is fucking great. All of this. All of this. Okay, good re-smoke. There is no reason for you to be doing any of this, Pat, okay? You saved this Molotov and this smoke. Why? Because, well, one, you could not decide to play A alive. You could decide to play Rotator in CT. You could decide to go play mid or play inside B to strengthen B. Or you could decide to play A dead, which a smoke is very fucking handy if they maul you, right? In this round, not so much, but in the others, right? Or you could decide to help Long. You already have Egan there, so maybe you don't need to, right? Now pair this with the fucking MP9. Where the fuck do you think you should play? I can give you a hint. It's not fucking here, you know? I probably wouldn't play that. It should go well because you guys are set up for what they're doing, so it should be going okay. Keep staying anti, man. Don't look the other way, Tony. Ethan has you. Stop. He should have you anyway. Sorry. Why didn't you see that? Why are you hidden? Okay. Egan is in a messy spot considering what they're doing, but you still could, instead of just standing here, you could have jiggled again just to keep the pressure on you, so you force them to look at you, you know? So by the time you do swing again, just a little bit, they decide, okay, I'm gonna push forward. but they're still looking at you. And they're not looking at Egan. They don't have time to clear that corner, right? And then Egan shoots them in the back. Now, it's a little risky, yes, but considering Egan's position, you don't really have a choice, right? The other thing you could do is just flash over. If you just throw a flash over, that's fine. It works. It helps Egan. And you should have not committed, okay? You should have taken a swing, got the first guy, hid, and then once Egan shoots again, then you go back and completely commit, right? Now, what happened to Pat? I thought you should have. It should have worked. You should have actively looking at that angle, Ethan. Nice try. Yeah, you tried, but I'd save. You should have saved, honestly. Okay, you won the round. Interesting. I would have saved. I'd rather just say, okay, we lost a round, that's fine. Let's just keep what we have instead of gambling on the retake. Because you never know if you're going to get it or not. Not sure how you won that. But... oh well. Okay. You didn't hear anything long. The smoke came in. You can not assume, but you could go in, jiggle, check if there's someone. If there is, you just back off. If there isn't, you take long for free. Now, there's a problem with this. You will make the T's expect smoke, Molotov, and the flash, right? You're just throwing a smoke. If these guys are smart, they'll know you're not taking long. Because you're making it easy to predict what you're doing, right? So if you want this to work, throw the smoke, throw the Molo, throw the flash. I'd say don't throw the Molo, but at least the smoke and the flash, you probably should, okay? I don't like this setup. I really don't. I think this is not good, but it's working. You guys are playing together. Why are you smoking that, man? What happened? They're taking long, man. There's a difference between taking long, which is here, and progressing into A and executing A, which is this. You heard sound here. They just took long. That tells you, hey, they have long. Keep your smoke, keep jiggling. When you see them cross here, or you see smokes coming in, then yes, then you smoke that. This smoke is supposed to stop or delay that. It's not going to stop them from taking long, which they already have, right? Just keep that smoke. Keep jiggling. Now you can't see into long. Now what are you going to do? Yeah, you don't know? You have another one. Jesus Christ. Now they could be... The problem with this now is they could be close to that smoke. They could be flashing over it or into it or something. Or they could just be hiding on it. Throw smokes. And you're gone, you know, because they could be right here. How the fuck did Link die? We have 1 minute. What the fuck are you doing? Tony, just back off. Back off. Back off. What are you doing? What are you doing playing deathmatch, you idiot? For the fun. You had more than enough time to back the fuck off. You have your teammates here. They're set up. So if someone comes short, they have that. Your job is to spot, go back. That's it. You can't do anything else. Okay, Egan and Ethan tried to play in short. Nice try, it didn't work. I don't understand what the fuck you did. Not sure what went off by you. But I think you did that because Link died. And you thought, okay, maybe they're coming mid V, so it's understandable. This is on Link. This round, save. You don't need to think twice. Save immediately. Save the weapons. Get the weapons. Get the weapons. Save. Get the weapons. Play next round. Of course, let's just get ourselves killed. Why not? Instead of having a full buy or almost full buy in this round, we're gonna be back into a fucking force round. Because this isn't enough. These two, they don't have enough. Maybe you could eco once. Maybe. Maybe. But two of them would have empty nines. There's no reason to be saving $250, Ethan. There's no reason to be saving $600 here. First round is all in. You either win or you lose. If you lose, you're forced on an eco, so you don't. $600 is not gonna matter, right? Okay. Okay, they hit the site that has the weapons. Good. Nice, Bernie. Good job, Bernie. Nice try. Okay. This could have gone a lot better, honestly. Why didn't it go better? Okay. You were just forced into a shit angle, that's all. Also, Bernie, whenever you do those resets, aim at the head, okay? Don't keep your crosshair where it is. What do I mean? Look at you shooting. Look at where the crosshair is. Right? You crouch, whatever, you look right. Where's your crosshair when you start shooting? It needs to be here. Move it up. Make that little adjustment. The time it takes you to make this adjustment and how the difference between you killing this guy as fast means maybe you can spray at these two guys and you get a collateral. You get 3 in a row, maybe Link's alive and you win the round. Right? You did half damage, right? Imagine if you didn't take as long to kill him. Okay, your crosshair again. This wasn't so bad. It was closer, but he was crouched, right? Look at this guy that you're about to shoot at. You got a headshot, but it's only because he was crouched. Okay? See your crosshair? Okay, a little adjustment, but it wasn't enough. Let's look at this one again. Where is your crosshair? Torso area again. Okay, you almost did the adjustment. You need to make that adjustment every time you reset. Okay? Every single time. It's like when you're programming at your job and you're trying to make a new script or something, or you're using an old script. You have to use the debug mode to make sure you're not fucking up anything, right? It's the same thing here, you know? Could have gone a lot better, I'll be honest. Could have gone a lot better. Now, it's a shame that Ethan doesn't have a flashbang and that Passion doesn't have a smoke and an HE, for example. It would have definitely helped. You could win this round with those nades. It's like, imagine if Ethan comes here and then throws this smoke. Then we play around it, right? Or Passion, I mean. Then Ethan throws a flash or something, right? Rush graveyard. Oh, nice. Good job, Passion. Did you buy the kit first again, Ethan? No, but helmet? It's a habit. You always buy the kit second. Always. You need to stop this habit. It's a bad habit. Okay. Nice shot, Egan. I mean, I wouldn't go for the second. You're just lucky, you know. And you go, nah, whatever. You should have not gone for the second or gone like you are doing now. Should have let your rifler lead the way, and you hold that deeper angle. You know, you can't clear this all with an up. It's impossible. Okay, we're 5v3. Watch out how we play now. We do not need to kill them when they cross. They can plant the bomb. It's okay. As long as we make sure we win the round. Okay. Okay, you're pushing with flashes. Okay, it was good. Good job. It was good. Now it's a Nico. If you lose, it's on you. Okay, good job. 5 alive. Great. So how do we not close this out 13-8? I mean, I don't mind this Egan, but you did just get a kill on lower, right? 2 of them. So they're probably not coming low tunnel. No. Again, you cannot using an up and do everything on yourself. You either hold the angle and you rely on your teammate to smoke or molly for you. That means being a support. Or you do it yourself, but you're in another position, not in this one, okay? Because I don't know if... Yeah, like, he needs to be doing it, not you. And you do this for like 5 to 10 seconds. You don't do it for more than that, you know? If you're that afraid of a push into Cat, you shouldn't be doing this play for so long. Like, you overstayed your welcome. Should have been gone a long time ago. Now, the shot on the up is just dumb, okay? The thing about opping on CT side is, on T side you can generally know where it is, but you still have to figure it out sometimes, right? CT, it's kind of the same, but you have more ability to go elsewhere, especially in Dust2. And you gamble with that, right? Sometimes you could be holding from here and you just shoot ducks. Sometimes you could be doing these plays that you like to do. Sometimes you could just go into long and just hold angles like that, you know? The important piece is when they don't know. So let's figure this, right? They have a full buy with utility, and imagine it's you on their team with an up, or you're their caller, for example. There's a guy that shot from Cat, and it's an up. Now, you may have enough money for an up. Yes, I think you do. But if this caller hears this, what's stopping him from using his upper, which is here, and just contact out B? Right? So he holds into here. His teammates clear left, push with flashes, etc., and smokes. Because, oh, I don't think there's an up on B because of this guy. You just threw the round, you know, if they're able to think like this. They probably aren't, and they probably won't do that. But it's dumb, you're giving them the option, you know, that's all. Okay, you don't have utility, so it's gonna be hard to defend B. And now, we don't have short or cat, so this is bad. Oh, but we have cat. No, we don't. Ethan is gonna spot someone, he's gonna go back. I would say, instead of... either Passion stays here and looks at long, you go B. And you just let Egan die, because you're 5-on-4, and you shouldn't be here in the first place, in my opinion. Or Passion goes into B, and you just go back to A and hold long from here, you know, closer to Ethan. I would prefer this though. Why? So you have a balanced setup. That's all. If Passion does this, or sorry, if Egan does this, Passion's screwed from here and here. But at the same time, he doesn't need to worry about Beep because there's 3 guys there, right? So yeah, I think you're just badly set up. That's all. You don't have utility, so it's very difficult to hold B in this run. You should have used your flash, my friend. Look at it. You killed this guy, nice shot. Flash behind you in the air, and then peek with it. You killed yourself here. Oh, but I was under a molo. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. You were forced out, okay. But you probably could have gone to this box, right? Okay, we won this round anyway. Good job. Again, why don't we close this out 13-8? I think we should. Ethan, you're the second spawn or third spawn, and you keep showing yourself. You can't throw the nade. You can't throw the molo. Like, this is dumb, you know, this is dumb. There's no way around it. This is dumb. I'd save, you know. You didn't save. Oh well. Okay, see. Okay, Passion just decided to kill 3 guys. This is on you. Eat. What? Wow. Keep in mind you were late for this, okay? So you probably shouldn't. But now that you're here, how do you miss this? Stop fucking moving. You have this jiggle glitch. You can't stop. On top of vegan, you are doing that. You're holding an angle, you're doing that. This killed you, man. In your 4v2. Okay? It wasn't a small thing. You threw this. And they'll probably lose because of you. No. You're lucky. Oh, this. Only in the US. You don't get punished like that. Okay, and you lose 2 rounds? You don't know how to stop the rush on B yet? What the fuck happened on long? Oh. Uh-oh. Damn, okay. I mean, nothing I can say. Nice try, I guess. Okay. This is okay. As long as you're just taking your shot and falling back, which I believe you are, so that's okay. But you're 4v5 at this point, so the way you're playing needs to be different. You need to be aggressive. Okay, you realize that? This is too telegraphed, you know? You might as well just have a megaphone to the T's and saying, we're pushing short. Use your op, Egan, and slowly clear it, you know? Have Ethan anti. When you shoot or see someone, he turns back and he shoots with you. You're just making too much noise, you know? It's obvious to know what you're doing. It should be clearing angles slowly. It shouldn't just be walking, and then once you see someone, you stop. No. Clear an angle, stop, and wait. Clear another angle, stop. You know? Okay, we're 4v5 now. We need a setup. We can't stay short. We have long. This is us being greedy, okay? We were 4v5. We were down. We decided, okay, let's be aggressive because we need a kill. Good job. Now we should be less greedy. We should be falling back. We have long. And Bernie's completely alone on B, and he has to watch 2 things. Right? He won't be able to take care of it on his own with 26 HP left and only a flash. right? His only choice is stay where he is and get fucked, or just leave B completely and go CT. This is on you. On both of you. Should be backing off. You only back off because Bernie got a kill, but whatever, it's fine. Yep. What the fuck are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing, man? Oh my god. How does that guy not kill you? Holy shit. I don't know what to tell you again. This was terrible, okay? I hope you realize that. The awareness of a silver elite master, man. What this? Okay. Flash. Why aren't we smoking door? First. You have a smoke and an HE. Why aren't you throwing a nade down here? Why aren't you smoking door after? You have two smokes. Why don't you smoke in front of this door? You know, these two smokes, an HE, two flashes. You can go. I have two flashes, but if the smoke was here, you would have seen you anyway. But fortunate. But that flash should have covered, depending on the timing. You guys win this run. Oh no, you win this, the other one. You see the other one and I'll stop. You shouldn't be here, Egan. You should be looking at long, man. You should be looking at long. You should be getting ready to take long. So you would be around here, looking above. Maybe you'd get this guy. And then your riflers would get close to the smoke. And hopefully they get close enough that you're able to flash them in and then smoke door, right? And then you get long and then you're fine. Shouldn't be short. This is the wrong thing to do. Because now you don't have short, you don't have long. You're fucked. Okay, nice shot. Oh, like pushed mid. Okay. Yeah, we played this wrong. We were lucky. We played this wrong.